All right, all right. Here we are tonight. Hopefully everything's all right. Oh man, I'm a couple minutes late. I'm having some issue with the VPN. I'll deal with it after the stream. But let's just make sure we are streaming. We got one. Hit the refresh to see if we got two. We do. Are we good for all three? We are. We got one word, four letter. Yeet. Shout out to Tom Jensen. Shout out to Jay Uso. Shout out to Courtney. Hey Courtney. Hey Sentient. Hey Cotton. Hey everybody. The gang's all here. Gang's all here. Appreciate you guys being here. Few things. It's not much to talk about. We ain't got nothing, life threatening, serious. Why so serious? Ain't got much. Just some observations. I know y'all sick of capes, but I mean, shit. I'm wearing a mask, so I kind of tie myself to this shit, and just seeing this fall apart. It's kind of sad. I mean, as much as I do not like the modern movies from DC or Marvel, like this is falling apart bad. Apparently, and I'm not sure if it's a permanent thing or just a rumor or what, but RDJ left the set of Doomsday. Still doesn't have a script finish. RDJ left the set after delaying filming for a month plus some change. This thing's hemorrhaging money. Apparently there was another orgy scene in Peacemaker, so the next week they had an orgy scene, and it may be a reoccurring like joke. But yeah, there's that, and it's just like, man, this is really falling apart. These both franchises really falling apart by every metric. It's not like these things are still making tons of money, and I mean they make good money, I guess, but not for their budgets. They're flops, massive flops. You guys saluting the chat. So it's just like but corpos fuck up everything, and we'll see if they got enough people food to make money from the Avengers and from probably Spider-Man. I can see them fooling enough people to make money if they can finish it. We'll see if they can even finish this fucking film. Yeah, 10 years ago, let it go. What the fuck? That James Gunn shit. Yeah, those tweets are crazy. He's a weird fuck. There's just no way around it. Oh, and I'm on a different mic because I don't know what happened with the other one. So if I sound a little bit different, better, worse, whatever, that's that. Yeah, that whole thing is weird. I'm hoping those are bots and not humans. Courtney is awesome, real weight. Yeah, two orgies in a row. So that's the thing. It's like, who wants to? Who? The whole point of James Gunn being bought in was to help the brand. How does this help the brand? You're already not making money, and so now you want to keep putting orgies in your TV shows that you said that everybody needs to watch to understand Superman, which is, of course, was a lie. That was just marketing. Just like they said everyone needed to watch Captain Marvel to understand Endgame and Endgame and Infinity War. That was a lie. They might make it to DC MCU. I mean, corporate deals happen all the time. That might be, 5 years from now, that may be the only way out of this. And that still might, that'll just generate another payday. Clayface is filmed in the UK. Gotta find the world's smallest violin. Well, they are doing it with comics. I mean, every now and again they come together with comics. They're doing a comic crossover, right, with Batman and Deadpool. Undoubtedly, they would want to do a movie crossover, especially where both franchises are, where they both need something, a kick in the pants. Yeah, well, UK's rules, rules for thee, not for me type shit. So even if you've talked about rape, UK don't care about raping kids, unfortunately. Why Batman, Deadpool? I don't know. I guess to kind of piggyback off the Wolverine Deadpool energy, have like the dark straight man and a comedic character. I don't know. I don't know why those two characters were picked. You would think maybe a bigger A-list character than Deadpool. Maybe this is the movie they want to make, and that's why it's the first one. So AEW should have had a lot of arrests. Well, I mean, it's enforcement too, right? So you do something against the law, but you make money. They may not enforce it the same. Actually, you know what, guys? I'll be right back. I'll be right back in like 5 seconds. Hold on a second. All right. Packers winning division? Not quite. I'm still going with the Lions, Brandon Holland. I still got to, even though they don't do that well, I got at least a couple more NFL videos to make before the season starts on Thursday. And what about the South? A lot of people now are liking Jacksonville because of your boy Travis Hunter. A lot of people are picking them. Yeah, they're making Corporal Goyslop. That's the thing. They gotta. It's if they choose to enforce it. So they don't want to enforce it over, one of these big corporations. AEW, even if they're small, they're still connected to WB. They're connected to the NFL, and then the Cons own a football club over there. Is it Tottenham? So they're still connected. The Cons are connected as fuck. Even if no matter what you think of AEW. They're connected as fuck. So the rules don't apply. Straight up. Yeah, I don't think it's going to I'm worried about the more long term. Micah didn't do anything in training camp. He's going to need a few weeks just to even get back in the game shape. So, but they're still going to be a formidable team. Definitely. They could win the division. The odds of winning the division definitely went up, but I'm still picking the Lions. I'm going to say this in the video, but I've been wondering this whole time. The Eagles lost a bunch of coordinators this year and last year. In fact, Jalen Hurts has played with a different offensive coordinator every year since he was in college. The Bucs have had multiple offensive coordinators the past few years and constantly win their division. The Eagles do too. But for some reason, they're not brought up as much as the Lions losing their coordinators. Even though we're getting back one of the best defensive players in the league coming back from injury. I don't understand why. Outside of corporal media incompetence. It's like, why all these other teams who lost their coordinators, no one talks about it. But everyone, Ben Johnson. It's like, well, didn't the Eagles just lose their offensive coordinator and a routine has happened multiple times? Same with the Bucs. Same with other teams I can't think of offhand. A lot of teams lose their coordinators and keep going. The Bills have lost coordinators a bunch of times. The Chiefs have lost coordinators a bunch of times. Why the fuck when we lose it's just all of a sudden we can't overcome it? Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand it at all. We've been conned. They seem to never blame the Cons for how bad of owners they are, the Jags. We're going to have to pay Aiden after this season, or maybe even during the season. So, but, I mean, they may have to pay Will Anderson, too. And now because of Jerry and the Cowboys, that's the worst thing. They'd have made the pass rush market, it basically the quarterback market. There are quarterbacks that make less than Micah Parsons. There are a few. I think even Jalen Hurts makes around what Micah Parsons makes. And then you got guys like Darnold and Geno that make less. I think they might all get 50 mil. They may all get 50 mil. Because that's just the cap keeps going up. They just signed this big-ass deal with ESPN, so the cap is going to go even higher. Hendrickson got screwed. Yeah, he did. Well, he signed that 1-year deal. He should have signed it for more. He should. That was his prerogative. And part of it is just like he basically got semi-franchise Hendrickson, and they didn't even do it like a real franchise because they would have had to pay more. So that was on him. Saying that he'll be able to pay his bills. I don't feel too bad for these guys. $29 million. Oh my God, what's he gonna do with that? How will he ever live in the high price land of Cincinnati with $29 million? I think he'll figure it out. But I know what you mean. Yeah, that's another thing. It don't always work. Hassan Reddick, it's a very similar place where he's a little bit older of a pass rusher. He sat out all year. Would he sit out for the Jets and then just never played last year? So it's like that. That's why 30 mil is better than nothing. You know what I mean? You can fuck yourself out of that. So it's like, man, I'll just take this 30 mil and we'll deal with this shit next year. And at least I don't fuck myself out of. He got one sack. Yeah. The menthol boost mobile. Shut up. That's but there's a bunch of those names. Like my man Storm Duck. A couple of those. There's a few of them. Everyone knows about Noah Cud. I think it's Cud nigga, which is still not good because it's the K. He's kind of solid. The menthol boost mobile. There's a few of those weird ass names. Dude person, yep. But a couple of them made the league. Like I said, Storm Duck is in the league. A few of them have made it to the NFL. Those weird ass name dudes. But yeah, I still got. I know, the NFL content has not been too kind to me, and I still got to get back into boxing. Boxing has fallen off with me. I mean, there was some, a couple years ago, past few years, it was really exciting, but really falling off because they just don't fight enough. Canelo and Crawford is coming up. I don't even know what to think. I mean, Canelo hasn't fought a credible opponent since Bivol, basically. And Crawford didn't really acclimate to the weights properly. He fought one dude he looked mid against. I mean, he was better than him, but he looked mid against him at 155 and then just said, fuck it, I'll wait on Canelo. And he did, and he got the fight, but it's like, well, I don't know how to judge you. For all I know, this is a gentleman agreement payday for both of y'all, and we're just going to see a bunch of mess. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that's what I kind of feel we are going to see. So even picking a fight, I mean, that weight gap. I know Canelo's a small guy, but he's used to fighting bigger dudes. He's used to hitting bigger dudes. 130 mil in that last fight. Whoo. That's why they wait. This is why they don't want to take fights just to take them. Golly, I didn't know that. Wow. And that really, he paid 130 mil to fight somebody he had already beat. The A-Rap money for real, yeah. That's real air. Shout out to Rich. I know you keep sending that meme of A-Rap money. What was it in GTA 4? It's real shit. Official photos released of Toy Story 5. Wow. The villain is a leapfrog tablet. That's crazy work. I hope Toy Story 5 bombs, man. They got to stop making these fucking movies, bro. 5? I didn't watch after 3. I said 3 was enough. 4 and 5? Hey, lovely Sherry. Appreciate you being here. These sequels have to start failing. And they already been failing, but they got to really start bombing out. Dubois made $70 million. 3 should have been the ending. 3 was the ending to me. I'll never know about 4 and 5. 2. They put out $200 million just for that fight. Remember, they had to make all the rest of the card, and I'm sure multiple people got 7-figure checks at least. Man, where are they from? Saudi Arabia or Dubai? I can't remember. I think it's or UAE. wherever they from, they spend so much goddamn money. And honestly, I don't think it really mattered. I don't think they helped make like for a while. It was cool that they got a lot of fights made. Toy Story 6, Andy's lonely mom. Well, Andy's mom got to be like 60 or something by this point. But Dubai is in the UAE. Okay, thank you for that clarification. I see. Golly, man. They just happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Sherry. I didn't know it was your birthday. Not sure if that's a joke or if it's serious, but if it is, happy birthday. Golly, I didn't realize they was giving out that much. But I wonder how much Canelo and Crawford make. Let me just Google. And then who knows about that Tank Jake Paul, which that's definitely going to be WWE. For sure, that's WWE. Let's see. He signed a 4-fight deal worth $400 million. Oh, so it could be $100 million each fight, maybe more. It looks like it says 4-fight. Crawford or Canelo got a 4-fight deal for $400 million, but I'm not sure how much per fight. Now I'm just looking. He got $80 million to fight William Skull. Canelo did, and he can make $150 for the Crawford fight. Golly. And Bud Crawford said he only got $10 million. I don't believe he only got $10 million. I don't believe he only got $10 million. Not if they pay him. If they pay Canelo $150, they gave you at least $60 or $70. At least. Dubai used to be a small fishing village 40 years ago. It ain't now. They spending so much money. And motherfuckers still fighting for handshakes in the UFC. That shit got to be illegal. Dana White. But the only... When it comes to corporal greed, there's only one way. You got to not do it. And that really sucks to hear. And honestly, because UFC is starting to fall off. I tried to be a little bit, I know Richard said this months ago, maybe almost last year, where it was like, UFC is falling off. And that's because I'm like, all right, you more of a casual, but just even still, it's falling off. And it's going to keep falling off because I don't give a fuck. If I know how to fight, I'm a box. What the fuck? What's the point? Why would I do UFC if I can box? Because there's still, you know what I mean? There's still so many yeah, boxing is hard too, but I just don't understand why I would if I knew I could knock people out, I would but and then didn't Darren Till recently convert and try to do boxing? I think he knocked the guy out. He's a former Let me see. Let me see if I'm crazy, Darren Till. And I see some of your other comments. I can't believe they're gonna have Fizz talking about Toy Story 5, because we're still culture crime fighting, even with Matt on this channel. We're still trying to fight the good fight against the bullshit these corporals push. Toy Story 5 sounds like a goddamn nightmare. They fight the tablet as the villain. That's fucking nuts. As far as the Bucks being overrated, no, I don't think the Bucks is overrated. But I can't wait to see how this shit really plays out. I'm so antsy to see the NFL season. Let me see. What was I about to look up? Oh, Darren Till. Oh, he fought Luke Rocco in a boxing match. Okay. But he knocked him out. So I thought I saw him knock somebody out. I didn't realize it was Luke Rocco. Still, they still both converted for boxing and fought on what was this? A Misfits card. They probably made more money on that Misfits card they ever made at UFC. I don't know if you can find they purses, but that's just how it goes. That's unfortunately how it goes, man. Boxing is a much more profitable sport. Like, listen, neither sport I would want to do because you risk your brain cells, you risk your long term health, you're risking a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. You could die. Boxing is actually the more dangerous of the sport, but it definitely pays you better, man. There's no doubt about it, and not just at the top of me, even in the middle. You know what I'm saying? The UFC is such a scam, and they're never going to give a livable wage to their fighters. I mean, their fighters are really not making money. I'm like, we were just talking about NFL players, and this guy took $29 million, and this guy took $50 million. These guys are making thousands of dollars while being in debt because remember they have to pay coaches and pay different people in their team, and then pay rent, and so they're barely able to take care of themselves. A lot of people in the UFC do that 10 and 10, 10,000 for a fight, 10,000 if you win. And they're on UFC cards. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, golly, bro. How you going to pay your bills? And shout out to the bot on Kick. And no bot on Twitch. Army of Evil Buzz. Sheesh. Robert Soldick, your countryman, refused UFC offer and went to one. Said the offer was insulting. Yeah, I wonder if they even pay. I've heard their pay has basically been stagnant or down. Like, you can make more in other things. You just mentioned one. Speaking of your countryman, what's this? I just saw it was a meme about Jared Leto had a cult out in Croatia. Is that true? Or is that bullshit? Did Jared Leto had some weird thing or cult out there? But yeah, they're trying. That's why part of the reason they have this Dagestan pipeline, because they know they can pay them way less, and they'll live like kings with the money they make from the UFC if they take it back to Dagestan. But if you live anywhere else, if you live in a developed nation, you can't afford to live and take care of yourself off the money they pay. The Tilt KO clips. Okay, yeah. I did not realize it was my man Rockhold. Then Army of Evil Buzz. They throwing everything they can. Hey, does Pepperidge Farm remember they made a whole Buzz Lightyear movie? They made a whole, and they released the shit too. I think the main character was that was the Strong Woman of Color era. So I think the main character was actually a black chick, because that's why you went to see the Buzz Lightyear movie. The movie was supposed to be based on the TV show the toy was based on. They didn't get Tim Allen to voice Buzz Lightyear for some unknown reason. And nobody even remembers that movie was made. They made and released it. It was a real movie. Just like people don't remember that Harley Quinn movie was made. Just like people don't remember there was a Black Widow movie. Oh, it's true. Oh, wow. So it is true by Leto. He rented one of those small islands here, had a harem of Westoid. White women paid $10K to spend a weekend. That's crazy. Wow, I did not know that. 3 years ago, yeah, they totally released a movie about Buzz Lightyear, and it's just it evaporated into the collective consciousness. That's wild about Jared Leto fucking Westoid white women. Yep. And this is who you argue with online. Shout out to OG the question. I'll get it up for y'all to see in a second. But this is why I appreciate y'all. I know y'all at least real people, because 90% of the people you arguing with online, here they are. This is what you arguing with, guys. I know y'all know this. Can I bring this up? Let me see. Sheesh. Is this going to... What the fuck? Oh, right here.
You think are real people. Just imagine what they can do with these bots. the propaganda, the moral damage that they are capable of causing. They have
Can I rewind it?
the power to fundamentally influence the collective consciousness of the internet, and most people remain oblivious. You think you're engaging in genuine conversations in comment sections, but in reality, you're interacting with nothing more than digital constructs,
It's crazy because he got an
strategically
AI voice
programmed
too.
to disseminate misinformation and instigate toxicity. This is the
Okay.
start.
We get it. But yeah, that's who you arguing. You arguing with a bot farm. 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. 30 Seconds to Mars only had that one song. Don't break me down. Bury me, bury me. Yeah, the actual voice is though. He's talking about his bot farms, bro, using AI voice. But shout out to the question. He cool dude. That's crazy. Rented a fucking island. Some voo shit. They just all they did is when that emo wave was hitting crazy, they made one song. I think Jared Leto's a nepo baby, if I remember correctly, because he does the acting, and they gave him a band. Like he had the one song one time. I don't know if they recorded another song, but I remember that shit with the Shining-esque video. Don't break me down. I don't even know if those are lyrics. I just remember, baby, baby, I am finished with you. That was a big song, man. Especially when I was young. That was like, that saw the chokehold of the world back in 04, 05, or 06. It was sometime in the mid-2000s. So I remember that. Plus, I played it a lot on Rock Band, so I remember some of the lyrics, or at least some of the melodies. I might be fucking up the lyrics. But, I mean, that's the only song all I know is that, and he was the Joker, and he was weird as the Joker. I don't understand why he had so much hype outside of that. But I think his dad's like some rich stockbroker dude. And so that's just usually it. A lot of these motherfuckers just be like, oh, they dad's is like big on Wall Street. I think that's what's going on with the Chapel Roan chick. I think that's what happened with Taylor Swift. Sabrina Carpenter, her aunt is Bart Simpson. They all, nepo babies. That's how they get in. And then I just saw a thing, and it was probably exaggerating, but it said 70% of rappers are related. The new age shit, motherfuckers be manifesting pumpkin spice lattes with a bunch of diabetes amount of sugar. Hey, Forbidden Ruin. Appreciate you being here. We was just talking about emo music from the mid-2000s. Because apparently Jared Leto had a cult in Croatia. So that led to that. Obviously, we got to talk about that. And we've been talking about, we been keeping it to the fall and collapse of superheroes. That's been a thing. It's just, just seeing it live. Apparently, that Doom movie is totally fucked. The movie's totally fucked. They don't have a script. RDJ wants to quit. I don't think he actually will, but he wants to, and he supposedly has walked off set. That sounds like a fucking disaster. Like a mega disaster. That movie's gonna cost like $1 billion to make. It may mess. There's a chance that Doomsday by Marvel may be one of the biggest flops of all time, even if it's successful, because they're going to spend so much money that I don't know how they're going to make it back. I don't think there's enough interest in Marvel to make it back. But let's see it happen. Let's see it happen. Destroy the brand. Burn this shit down. Burn this shit down. All right, you know what? I've ranted long enough. Let's get into the game. We did want to play a little Tekken. Only God knows how much we'll play. I'm sick of getting whooped on. Now, one MCU movie that you paid to watch, good on you. I've only watched one since Endgame, and I think it was Shang-Chi of all movies, which isn't a good movie to have seen. Not that it was god awful, but it was pretty bad. And Aquafina was god awful, but there was some actually decent kung fu fighting scenes, and it made me long for when fighting scenes weren't just CG mess. Like, it really made me long for that. Like, because they had some decent choreographed real fighting, and then of course it ends with a bunch of CG mess. But it's like, man, do you remember when you see like Benny or Kirtaz and fucking Jackie Chan? Oh, that fight is so kick ass. Yeah, they had Mandarin without Iron Man, even though he was actually one of the best parts. Bro, I get those two mixed up, Russell Brand and Jared Leto. They not only are they both kind of cult leaders, if we're honest, neither one were really that over. Like, they pushed them higher than how popular they were. Like, nobody ever wanted to say, hey, let's go watch Russell Brand. No one ever said that sentence. Hey, I want to see the new Russell Brand movie, or go watch Russell Brand do stand-up. That sentence has never been said by a human being on earth. Never, ever. But yeah, the first 30 minutes of that movie was pretty smooth. First 30, 40 minutes. And then it just got, because they went to like the underground fight club, and they had some cool little, like, man, they need to get back to practical hand-to-hand martial arts-based combat as a thing. Because when done well, it's still pretty cool to see. But I mean, I think that's something that MMA kind of, we're talking about it. Jesus, how long do we have to wait for this shit to open? Unreal Engine, we get it. There we go. Yeah, they just gave flashy powers to fit the formula. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Okay, yeah, that's Russell Brand. I remember that. I didn't really love the movie, but it wasn't terrible. He was the girl's boyfriend. Well, the new boy, if I remember correctly, it's been a while. That was like 2004. I think he was the new boyfriend or some shit like that. Oh, what we doing? We did not mean to do that. Can we get out of this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's quick mention. His biggest role was probably given to the Greek. Yeah. Yeah, it's not online. Man, don't fuck with me. Okay. But yeah, I always felt like, they were kind of overrated by Hollywood types to me. Both of them. I should probably try to do more mods at the film. Remember that same video of Brandon Pearson kneeling on prayer on stage? I never saw that. It was the same character give the degree. Yeah, he wasn't that much range. I did see. I remember his little run as a conservative talking head during the pandemic. During the pandemic, when it was easy to make good points, he made some good points. But that's him as Amy Winehouse. I never okay, they're British, they're mid, and they're on drugs. I don't get it. You know what I mean? Because that was their gimmicks. The exact same character. Oh, it was the exact same character. Like the exact character itself. So it was like a spinoff, basically. She was. I thought she was kind of mid, man. I didn't really like her songs. I'm just being honest. Maybe I didn't. And listen, I didn't hear enough of her live performances. Maybe if I heard her live performance, oh no, she's a pretty good singer. But I didn't like her songs. I'll say that. So I won't. I didn't hear enough of her live performances to even know how good of a singer she was. Sarah Marshall's even mentioned and get them to agree. Okay, so it is a spinoff. Okay, I did not know that. But I wasn't. I just didn't. Jesus. Here we go with this bullshit. Damn it. Oh, jeez. That's that. Here we go with this bullshit. At least it's not a small anime chick. I'm still getting worked on. She had mad chops. Didn't raise them. She could sing. Okay. I said I didn't really like the individual songs, but to be honest, I couldn't even tell you how good or bad it is or wasn't. That's it. I say, obviously she had similar things, her being a junkie. But that was the most noteworthy part about her was her drug issues, and I just but another thing that sometimes happens is especially for like UK artists, they're way bigger in Europe and UK than they are here. Which I'm not trying to say she had she did the song with Nas, she did something, so it wasn't like she was not an unknown by no stretch. But I just didn't get into it. Not disrespecting the dead, rest in peace. Kind of like some stuff. Okay, well, maybe it's just me. Why am I playing this game? Just to get whooped on. Jeez. I think animation and films continue to diversify. Films like Robot Dreams and Flow. I don't know if I saw that. Jeez. Sheesh. Media made her the most notable thing about I see. Well, they do that, unfortunately. Today it's just like, okay, this person has drug issues. They really did, because it was like, okay, they promoted that more than her music. Oh my golly. You think I don't know how to defend myself in this damn game? Sheesh. Keep doing this fucking bullshit. But what is Robot Dreams and Flow, Fizz? I don't think I heard of that. Oh jeez, nah. fucking combo and fuck it up. Oh my god, that fucking delay keeps doing it. That's why we don't hate journals enough. We really don't. Robot Dreams 2D silent film about an anthro dog that buys a robot? Huh. No. Shit, that's it. Almost 2 years ago, Flo won the Oscar this year. I see. I don't know how practical a lot of animation is independently. Unfortunately, it's I mean, you've seen how difficult it is on your own. Like, you kind of need resources to do it well, right? Like, obviously you need resources to do anything, but I see what's the guy? The guy who's doing Rebecca Gold. He has another season he's supposed to be doing. I don't know if any of y'all remember that. It's like a web series. It came out. I forgot when it came out, but they're still doing it. Sheesh. Thoughts about silent. Movie about a cat who survived the flood with some other animals. Let's see. I think you talked about that before. Oh. I'm not getting no better. Getting whooped on by the same dude. Thought Jack was supposed to be an easy character to win with. It does not seem like that. Anime entirely using Blender. I see. Pretty cool. Alrighty. Let's do this. I don't think there was anything else to talk about. I mean, the most noteworthy thing I saw that was that just a disaster that is Doomsday. Shame in MF Doom's name. Rest in peace. Damn it. No. Damn it. Trump is dead. I didn't hear that one. I mean, remember the Biden came back 7 feet tall. Maybe maybe Trump just gained a foot of height. I haven't seen it though personally. getting whooped on. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. I'm fucked. Switch it over to the match, yeah. So if Trump, if he's all of a sudden 6'5", then you know what happened. It's over. Got him. Trump ain't dead. Seen golfing. I see. I didn't hear it. Was he 6'5" all of a sudden? Like what happened with Biden when he was sick and all of a sudden he's fucking starting center? All of a sudden he's fucking Jokic out of fucking the blue. Jesus, aggressive. That's true. Netanyahu is the president. If we're being honest, Netanyahu is the president, and whoever runs Israel will always run the United States. Yeah, that's one thing. That's the thing. That's why he's been president twice. He's been powers to be whatever, but he's the main character of politics. And the main character, you know. Oh, jeez, I thought I had that block, but I didn't. I got him, maybe. No, I don't. Shit. Oh, you talking about Netanyahu? Yeah, his name ain't. His name is something different. Is that what it is? Malowski. Fuck. Damn it. Nice. Damn it. Golly. These are close fights. Finally get a fucking round win. Nice. Oh, fuck you. Damn it. He's from Poland or Ukraine. He's not fucking Moses, yeah. But I mean, there's a whole nother can of worms you can open up about. You talking about people's origin. We'll leave that alone for today. Got him. Shit. All this bullshit. Damn, he keeps hitting that. Sometimes I block it, sometimes I don't. Oh, fuck. Oh no. Damn it. Punish me for my Amy Winehouse opinion. Well, I didn't want to be mean to, that's why I don't like disrespecting the dead. I don't really like saying nothing about the dead. Because you might be right. Said Rehab is a banger. See, I didn't like that. I didn't like that or Trouble. Those are the only two songs I really heard a lot of. And I didn't like the Nas feature. So I didn't really know the major songs. I was like, it's okay. I mean, y'all like it. Y'all like it. I ain't trying to knock it. It's just one of my things. Sheesh. Finally. Jeez, that's it. I'm No Good is one of your favorites of hers? Oh wow. Sheesh. I'm just gone. I'm not going. I'm just out of the loop. Damn it. Golly. Golly. Apparently I gotta study Amy Winehouse so I can fucking at least be decent at this game again. Yes. I got a win back. Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh, come on, bro. What is this shit? Oh, fuck. Damn it. I don't make the rules, you must repent. Apparently I do, because I lost again. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Winehouse. Sorry for not having the correct ear for your music and not giving it the proper respect it deserves. Lord knows I'm not nobody to criticize nobody's music. I'm still just trying to put on my own. Which I got to start recording stuff for it. As far as like visuals and stuff, editing too. Autumn. Blood and Incantation. Yeah, I'm going to guess that it's not soft rock. It's a lot of gent, a lot of power chords. Oh, I thought I had that block. Yeah, I thought wrong. Thought wrong. Jeez. Oh. It's an unskippable cutscene. Jeez. Oh shit. A lot of salt in the motion music you into. Oh, look at us. We're correct. This is the fucking air supply for all the fuck I know. Nope. Got him. The lyrics are awesome. They got a song called The Keys of Power Playing Rules. Y'all wouldn't have guessed from Blood Incantation. But, I mean, what is soft compared to, it's just, less distortion on the gent. Like, I can understand the singer, so it's soft rock to me. It's not just all guttural growls. God damn it. Yeah, I can understand the singers. It's practically Coldplay. It's practically, what's the other song? It's practically Nickelback.
Final round. Fight.
Golly. That's it. No, it's not. That's it. Shit. New West Side Gun drop. Oh, clean vocal sucks. Still Cookie Monster. I see. Okay, so it's not that one. I did not know no New West Side Gun drop. I didn't even see that. I saw who dropped. Joey Badass dropped, apparently.
Get ready for the next battle.
I did see he dropped. And I think we had talks last since Supreme Clientele, aka Ghostface Second, which I still haven't checked. I don't know why he called it Supreme Clientele too. I mean, I guess. Okay, let's restart a conversation about Mass Appeal, which is Nas' label, and they've been putting out a lot of older artists. What's it say? And listen, I appreciate that there's any label that's pushing older artists and pushing a different type of artists. I don't think nobody gotta run their butthole to be on Mass Appeal Records. But I don't know. Oh, fighting fuck! What the fuck level is this? The guitarist from Lamb of God has Solo albums of Southern Rock. Like it. He's your favorite guitarist. I see. That's always cool when people have multiple genres. As a multiple genre artist myself, I always appreciate that sort of thing. So maybe I should be more on that recent stuff, mainly this year. I mean, they also put out all of Nas's and Hit Boys records. I think they put out. They may have had some other label associated with it as well, but I still think that's at least somewhat through Mass Appeal. And throughout the history, Dave East has been a part of it. I like the label, man, but I do wonder if they're. I mean, I get it. They're business too, right? But they're kind of. And then they got the thing coming out, the Nas and Premier coming out. Like, are they milking the nostalgia a bit too much? Especially I mean, listen, it was probably his choice to name it Supreme Clientele too. Just like they had Muddy Waters too. I'm not sure where that was on, what label. But like, and I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. It's your job. It's your thoughts as an artist. But it's like, I don't know, man. This is not an indictment of them or like, oh, they wrong or they're bad or they're business like every other business and they're just doing. Oh, sheesh. They're just handling business and they're trying to market things in a way that's going to bring the most attention to them, and that's why they couple so many releases close to each other. Ghostface was putting out good shit independently. They had put out quite a few albums, just like you had put me onto that album. What was that jazz group? Was it Bad Not Good, or was it a different group? So I mean, but that was like a 10-year-old project. He's been putting out projects. Would he have caught this Supreme Clientele 2 if he wasn't on Mass Appeal? And wasn't, okay, we're going to release this right after a Raekwon project and right before DJ Premier and Nas project. I don't know. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't want them to stop putting out music. I just want, I don't know if that should have been Supreme Clientele. It's cool that they got this marketing thing. They're trying to push all these artists, and they're pushing these artists basically, every few weeks you got new artists coming out. And that's smooth, right? That's good label work, right? But I don't know if he should have called the project Supreme Clientele too. I'll just say that. Which one, Cotton? Because now it's like a trend to walk around crazy. I know they got the guy, Lil Baby. He's seems like every week he's in another zesty situation. So it depends. Mass Appeal, not trap. It's rapping about the trafficking of vagina. I don't know if that is actual Mass Appeal. I think it's something they push to the people, but a lot of those projects are not doing well, like money wise, or sales wise. They had that Cardi B hit, right? Cardi B really hit back in the late 10s, early 2020s. And I can say that now that we're in the middle of the 20s, right? And she doesn't really, she doesn't really put out the same music or same amount of music. It doesn't seem like this round is over. It's too fast. But yeah, it's been a few zesty things. It's a trend going around of these guys wearing skirts out of Atlanta, which is Black San Francisco. And then, like I said, it's been a lot of Lil Baby's just been the sus guy of the year. That's it. The music they push. Yeah, they definitely push that shit. And then, I saw a video talking about the black man address thing, and Marlon Wayans wanted to say, well, what about all this stuff? He was trying to fight against the black man address. He obviously made white chicks, right? and they just trying to fight against like, why is it, just a black man? We always hate. It's like, listen, man. If you want to wear a dress and emasculate yourself, that's your business. But not everybody's into that shit. So you just got to deal with it, and it is weird. And yeah, okay, so they put Robin Williams in the dress and Dustin Hoffman in the dress and all that. So they probably got their butthole ran too. That's what we're saying. You like, well, these white dudes got their butthole ran. You respect them. It's like, nah, all y'all probably get your butthole ran. Yeah, ATL is super gay. So it's like, okay, I don't get your point, brother. The thing is, we think you gave up your butthole for money. You didn't deny it. All you did is say other people have also done it. that's so like, okay, that's fine. That's y'all business. I mean, you all want to be gay for pay. Y'all the ones who got to live with it, but that's what it is. BT was they a white supremacist group? I know they were bought by I thought they were bought by Viacom. Well, you can argue they are white supremacists. But I thought it was Viacom CBS that bought BET. And the programming did get worse, actually. Because they started to come out with a lot more reality shows. What was that? They had a reality show about Atlanta, something in Atlanta, and they used to start, like College Hill or some shit like that, and they used to start spamming that. So it did get worse. Because it became a bunch of like reality show knockoffs. And then they just kept replaying the same movies. I haven't watched BET in a decade. I haven't had regular cable since. I guess it was a little bit when I was living at home, but I was hardly never home. In my own room, I didn't even have a cable box. I didn't want one. But I haven't really been watching cable since like 2010. So that's BET, that's ESPN, that's a lot of things. Stay away from the mainstream. It's all fake and gay, yeah. Just made it up, yeah. But no, okay, you made it up. I thought they saw, I mean, you could argue whatever about Viacom. And listen, it's not like the programming before they sold was all roses and raindrops. But they just got like mega ignorant afterwards. And that's when the music started getting mega ignorant too. I think I sent the thing to Richard where we was talking about how they was talking about rap, like how stupid it got. Boy, with the misinformation. Parents stopped paying for cable 3 or 4 years ago. You're not getting anything from it. Viacom is just Paramount now. Just called Paramount now. Okay. Don't you got to fake? We closed the fake book years ago. Yeah, I still got an Insta scam. We're gonna spam on it and maybe do some campaigns and try to get the stuff going for the music. Which, by the way, I have one of my songs semi-mixed. Once I get a couple, cause I found a cheap dude on Fiverr. And once we get a couple songs mixed, I'll play all the mixed versions. And I got to finish the other project, too. Cause I do want to promote them together. That's, I think that's kind of a cool gimmick to have 2 different projects with 2 different genres, and you wrote and produced both of them yourself. It's like, this guy again. Damn it. Damn it. Got him. Join social media in 2020 just because your brother wanted to follow? I see. Social media was a mistake. But I wonder how many people are active on social media in this new bot era. I mean, we see a lot of these celebrities got bots. You know, I was talking about these record sales where a lot of these people got thousands of followers and can't do what some independent artists do. Can't sell 2,000 copies of their project. You know what I'm saying? Like, legitimate. That's happened multiple times. And so you're like, well, how many followers do you really even have? Damn it. You think it's less people than 10 years ago? I definitely think it's less people than 5 years ago. Like, the pandemic was probably the peak. People on social media. Oh, I haven't heard the new Jade album either. That was another one that has dropped. Yeah. Your Octopus man inspired somebody to try Octopus. That's wild. But congrats. Congrats on all the success with the original character on fucking Wattpad of all places. Yeah, like thousands of reads between those two projects you got. So, you know, shit, I'm trying to get like you. I can get 5,000 people to listen to my project. I feel like a motherfucking king. Like, shit. I did it. Like, fuck. Can't remember what the number is. Like, between 3 and 5, I believe, if I remember correctly. Damn it. What the fuck? I'm dead. Currently have 500 followers on X. Try to reduce that number. Really? 4 projects now with the Ant-Man Catman. Oh, yeah, that's right. The answer question thing, because he kind of, he posted it. And then got Catman. So yeah, that's very impressive, very inspiring. Always remember to, you know, just keep doing art, keep putting it out. Yeah, for that value and consistency. I fucked up. That should have been it. No, that was great. Great call. Damn it. Answer got 44 reads because of the questions. That's dope. You check it out? No, I gotta check it out. I gotta check it out. Maybe I can read something today. After I keep getting whooped on fucking Tekken, jeez. Craving grilled octopus. So you like octopus. You gotta test the strength of your followers, weed out the pussies. You know what? You're not 100% wrong. As I found out. You know, people get mad as you show them pictures. It's like, okay, man. I don't know how you know. Maybe this was never the channel for you. Probably 20 minutes of reading. Okay, I'll check it out. The chapters are pretty short for a lot of your content. People get mad when you show you how weird this is. Yeah, people love their favorite celebs. If you expose somebody's favorite celebrity, that's a good way to piss somebody off and to get them saying, you know, all sorts of crazy shit. Green Ninja, Green Ninja, Green Ninja. That mess up combos. No. Never understand celeb worship. I don't either, man. I don't get it. I mean, I can understand. Everybody likes likes a piece of music, likes a movie, and maybe it's something about a personality that you like, but it's just that worship thing. I think a lot of people just, we're in the low self-esteem era, and we're in a godless era. So, I think a lot of people with low self-esteem that have been told not to worship God, they got to put their worship somewhere. Whether that's a movie star or a streamer, their favorite porn star. Seriously. Just it becomes who they worship go to. Politician. Yeah, parasocial relationships. They do got to stop. Jesus. Okay, dope. Yeah, feel free to post your stuff in the chat so people know what you're talking about. Who worship sex workers? That one guy who has all these different stats. I mean, they make memes about him, but he has all these stats about different porn stars. And he'll compare two porn stars and do this fucking 10-minute breakdown on these porn stars. That ain't worship. I don't know what is. And shit, if you paying in tribute to one of these OnlyFans models, which I think a lot of that is CIA, and I don't think that's a crazy thing, but it's a crazy assumption or a crazy thing to put out there. I think there's a lot of people who are starting to smarten up to the fact that OnlyFans is a CIA psyop. That that there's much more success, talked about than that you can actually get off of something like OnlyFans. The average girl's not gonna make no fucking money off that shit. Super Gooners, yeah. Y'all need Jesus, yeah. We do need Jesus. Sheesh. Who owns OnlyFans again? I don't know, but I can take a guess. Who run the hub? Uh-oh, I can take a guess. Talking about who knows? Uh-oh. Sheesh. Well, I mean, Israel better not look like a dumpster. As much money we done put into that damn country. Shit. Yeah. Low profile motherfuckers and married men who pay for it, yeah. It's either CIA or old heads. Bunch of boomers and old Gen Xers. Paying for the... And that's another thing with OnlyFans. They pay for the parasocial relationship. That's the draw. Shit. Would you look at that as every single time? Me, it's just a coincidence, man. Don't talk too much about it. He keep hitting me with this damn Tajiri kick. You been to Beirut? Really? Had a great time. Lovely city. Lovely people. Half of us still bowed out. Damn. Got him. Fighting Green Arrow, Black Canary Kid. Yellow ninja, yellow ninja, yellow ninja. It's a red ninja, red ninja, red ninja. It's a green ninja, green ninja, green ninja. Yellow ninja. No. Got him! Well, like, damn, they responsible for allowing so much in the U.S. Imagine how in their own country. I see how the kids can leave their house for 3 seconds. They want that shit for us, not for them. Yeah. Sheesh. And thank y'all for joining me. I know I feel like I haven't been streaming as much. I've been trying to put out more content. My schedule kind of sucks. So it's kind of a little bit easier for me now to do content than streaming. But nothing's really hitting on the algo. Looks like we're going to put money behind some of the music, and we'll see if that helps. We'll see if we can even do that. So, well, you know, no shame in that. Lord knows they put so much fucking marketing dollars. They say in order to have a hit record, it takes at least $1 million. Boy, you ain't kidding. YouTube is dry. Man, has YouTube... We talking about things falling off, man. I'm not even talking about... You know, I complain about as a creator. As a viewer, bro, I don't know what to watch half the goddamn time. It is all just slop. And, you know, I spent a lot of time doing this fantasy football thing. But now that's over with me. I think I got one more video to post on it. But it's like, okay, I don't even know what to watch. At least I had that slop to keep me up for the past few weeks. Put the money in the mix and master. We'll see. I'm a because yeah, I paid a guy that's pretty cheap, but he does pretty cheap revisions. So we'll see how this turns out. I'll play the mixes for you guys. When I first heard the first song he mixed, cause we're gonna just do one at a time, and then I'll send in the rest. At first I was like, but actually now I'm listening to it like it does sound better than my mix. And listen to it on headphones, like not like studio headphones. I was like, oh, okay, this actually sounds pretty good. I'm gonna just go with that. It's cheap enough to just do it. But I'll play. Maybe at the end of this, I'll play what we have. And actually, because I didn't edit it properly, I re-edited it and sent it to him. But you can hear my breaths and shit like that. And so that's on me. Oh, Jesus. Man. Hey, Courtney. Couldn't find a video, play a background to work out. Had to use BTAS DVD. Yeah, sheesh. I mean, I've been watching a lot of NFL content to just try to get by. But most of the content just, you know, I know I ain't going to agree with everything, but just some of the logic just doesn't, I don't understand. Because I was talking to Brandon Holland when he was here. It's like, okay, all these other teams are the same boat as the Lions, but for some reason it don't hurt all these other teams, but it hurt us. Being radicalized by the internet makes you FBI agent get an erection. Maybe, maybe not. Appreciate you being here, Court. How long have we been streaming? Hour and a half. Just getting whooped on. We were talking about the end of superhero movies. The chat's not that upset about superhero movies dying and throwing up on themselves and dying with such a whimper. But I'm a little upset. I'm not going to watch these movies, though. But I'm still upset. I'm not going to give them money. I'm not going to help them fix their problem, no. Because they got to make good content. And they're the one. This is all their fault. Not saying because it's all garbage. Getting whooped on with Black Arrow, yeah, I'm getting really whooped on. Here we go, all these cutscenes. It's not your business. Yeah, you're right. As long as they treat the MCU formula as a strict guideline, it'll never get better. It has no means to get better. And I guess they caught themselves with Fantastic Four going away from that because it was less jokey and whatever. But like, you still got to make good material too. They forgot how to write movies. And really, I mean, where's the last time? They haven't really had to write a movie since Endgame. And even Endgame wasn't that great. Infinity War was obviously superior. I don't think anyone will argue that. Yeah. Yeah, I can't pretend to give a shit about Corporal Cape shit. I still, like I said, I didn't want it to go out like this. Ironheart 2, coupled with Pedro Pascal, Bella Ramsey, and Jenna Ortega. I mean, that's basically a sign of all the shit they did wrong. I know that's a joke, but like, this is how we got here. And then, I mean, DC ain't much better with James Gunn, Goofy Tail. And then here come another Injustice. Here come another Batman movie. Here come, a different Batman. You got two or three different Batman. Alternate universe, different reboots. It's just all the mess. Special guest Robert Pattinson. Jenny Ortega, what happened to her? She looked like a different person. This is why people be saying Hollywood got clones and shit. Shit like this, like that the same annoying bitch from what was that shit? Was she Snow White or some shit? I think that's a different bitch. If that's even a bitch. Oh, bullshit. Producer James Gunn. You love the kids. You love the motherfucking kids. Weird motherfucker. Kal-El, no. That's all I think of when I see, what's her name? Gal Gadot. Kal-El, no. That's it. You're right. I wanted to go out much more dramatically. Turns out IRL demise as a limp as the movie climaxes. Life entertainment and art. I wonder what loads of characters are gonna be shoving the drunk Supergirl movie. Who knows? As many as they'll put in. That might be it. I mean, apparently, if those two movies bomb, that might be it for James Gunn. It's Power Girl, yeah. They might bring Power Girl because who knows what else they're gonna do. That's what they say. She got the fat taken out of her cheeks. It just looks fucking weird, and I don't like. You need that cheek fat, sweetie. Nah, 16%. She don't got fat nowhere else. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she did get it all sucked out on some weird shit. She looked like Marilyn Manson or some shit. Supergirl's DCU. Oh, yeah, they had that Creature Commandos that nobody saw. Everyone forgets that. You're right. I don't know if that was a movie or a series, but I know it exists. And that was technically the first thing in the DCU. They're removing cheek fat. Is that like a new trend? Well, that's their business. Hey, your body needs some fat. You actually look like Solomon Grundy or Hanson Swiller. No, Clayface gonna be movie too. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you was talking about because he did do Creature Commandos. That did drop, right? I don't know if that was a series or a movie, but I know it dropped. Okay, here, more anime waifus to lose to. Shit. R.I.P. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Put her in the Snow Bunny Hall of Fame. Creature Command was a series. It was bad. Nothing but flashbacks. That sounds awful. But James Gunn can't fucking write. The people like dance-offs and cute raccoons, so they called this motherfucker a genius. And I think it might have been Century who called Guardians lightning in the bottle. I think the whole MCU was lightning in the bottle. I don't think, it was an 11-year period. They'll never be able to repeat that again. For a success, for nothing. And a lot of it was mid and overrated anyway. But gun don't jam, can't jam, doesn't have any ammo. First battle at Snow Bunny Hall of Fame. Oh my goodness. It's perfect. Had the misfortune. You watched it all. It was the laziest thing ever. Well, James Gunn's not a good writer. He relies on gimmickry. She could have saved Will Smith, but he didn't want to be saved. He sure didn't. Keep your name out my, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, type shit. Sheesh. Yeah, Will probably is gay. Will probably mess with his own kids. He a weirdo. Fuck him. Yeah, he's rare. He should have took the white girl over Jada crazy ass. But that's what he wanted. So, allegedly they used to wife swap and be swingers way back in the day. Before it was known how Jada really was. That probably was the problem. Didn't nobody want to fuck Jada Pinkett? Who want to fuck Jada Pinkett? Still thinking about Tupac. Every episode of Creature Commander was a flashback to one of their backstories. Had nothing to do with the plot of the present. Well, that sounds awful. I mean, I know they did a lot of flashbacks in the Arrow show, Green Arrow show, but they were trying to link it up with the story. I ain't gonna act like it always did all the time. But they at least tried. Sheesh. Jay looked like a teenage boy, right? Ever since I switched to Jack, I just keep getting whooped on. I thought Jack would be an easier character. He don't want to fight me no more. This is not the case. Will Smith made her a monster in Men in Black. Should have made her a monster. Yeah, Pac's been a real flat. I don't think Pac was as into her as it's been made out to seem. I've said that. Some people would dispute me, but I don't know, man. I think, there's a novelty of like, oh man, I grew up with this person. I made it. We're both famous, but I don't think it was much more than that. Because he was like, yeah, this is my. I mean, I had the one interview like, yeah, this is my friend. He kept emphasizing friend. You just don't get that rarely. It's usually just the chick that emphasizes the friendship, and just for him to be doing that, it's like. And I mean, if you really know about Pac, no disrespect. I know a lot of people got a high regard for him, but there's questions whether he was even batting for the team you think he was batting for. Anyway, questions about that as well. Dr. Frankenstein banged the bride of Frankenstein that he made the OG monster and killed him. I heard about the MJ. I don't know if it's true or not. Because even though I just made a reference that maybe Pac wasn't a straight shooter, he was allegedly talking to Quincy Jones' daughter. I think it was his daughter or his niece. And, Michael Jackson obviously close with Quincy Jones. Now, I didn't start hearing this rumor until after they had both passed. So I don't know if it's true. I couldn't tell you. But the rumor is he was like trying to like check on his, basically check on his niece or whatever. She is Quincy Jones' daughter. Mike is kind of basically like, better not put your hands on her type shit. And he was like, man, fuck you type shit. And apparently Mike put the paws on him and beat his ass, allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not. I wasn't there again, didn't hear the rumor until afterwards, but coulda. I think he friend zoned her too. OG monster Eric Frankenstein gets tons of screen time, even though he doesn't contribute anything to the plot. Yeah, MC Hammer. Yeah, that's the thing. MC Hammer wasn't to be fucked with either. Sometimes it's not the most obvious guys. MC Hammer, he almost killed a couple rappers. E40 almost, they apparently had Biggie hemmed up, and E40 had to calm him down when they was in Oakland. It was, you'll be surprised the rappers that's really had control. Guys like E4, like I said, like you said, MC Hammer. He almost, what's that group? Third Base. I know Redman got into it with MC Hammer and almost got killed in Third Base, I think. A few others. And they're like, oh, yeah, don't fuck with Hammer. That Hammer don't hurt him shit wasn't a joke. Prince can scrap. Yeah, a lot of these guys you don't think can scrap. You just think, because, the entertainment industry was, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know if you just say that to say, I know he can hoop. And he had his, his image, but it wouldn't shock me if he could scrap. He's small, but I thought them small dudes be knocking motherfuckers out. And he danced, so he had a lot of stamina. Guess everything bringing up. Yeah, it sounds awful. It sounds like it should have never got made. But it's Hollywood and they want to waste their money for Creature Commandos. That's their business. Yeah, it shouldn't have been made. Third Base, they are the ones who put Nas on. I know who I paid, dog. Searchlight Publishing for MC Search. You can't mention Notorious B.I.G. Man, all the sus shit this man said. And then talk about the AIDS getting sprayed, can't fuck with condoms, all this other shit. Talk about fucking Raven Simone when she was like 9. Talked about a lot of wild shit. Jeez. Yeah. That's Listen, we love you, Israel. We're not diseases, big pleases. We're not trying to insinuate any coincidence. But it is weird, man. It's a weird set of coincidences, the people who end up owning everything in the music business. It's just a weird set of coincidences, man. Weird set of coincidences. Cruel coincidences, you might say. It just happens to be this way. There's no reason for it to be this way. So it's absolutely coincidental. And if you think anything other than that, then it's something. You're anti-something. You said we need Vandal Savage. There you go with that. Raven turned to a Bud Light. The court coincidence. They even had the version with the Bride Frankenstein has to argue with a madam says sex work is empowering. Wow. Got him. I think she is still with that chick that tried to kill her. Yeah, Raven Simone turned to. They probably, in her defense, we see when they did to Orlando. Orlando Brown. And so they probably did a lot of weird shit to her. Unfortunately, they was letting people talk that way. Who knows what they was doing behind the scenes? But yeah, she did turn to this weird lesbian and hated black people. So she dated a white girl that tried to kill her, and I think she got back with her. So that's her business. It really sucks how it turned out for Raven Simone. Damn it. Saw the Orlando Brown Charleston White Pot. I never saw that. Creature Commandos even got Cersei, the Sorceress, Wonder Woman villain, a bunch of sexist male chuds. He wanted revenge against the Amazons for abandoning them. What the fuck? Jesus. Well, I mean, I see this is why the whole chat doesn't want to hear about these shows and these movies. They got so fucking terrible that they're unwatchable. That's why they're bombing out. And, $600 million is a lot of money for that new Superman, but considering inflation, what is it like? What's the average ticket now? Probably at least $12. I'm being nice, calling it 12. It's probably 15. So how many tickets is that really? That's like a movie making $300 million back in the day, really. Because you just talk about ticket sales. That's it. Yeah, 600 with inflation's nada. 600 million is not much, especially when you paid at least 300-400 million. Remember, you got to split that box office with the theaters, and you have a worse split internationally. You got to really give the theaters quite a bit. So I mean, they're not making anything. They didn't make any money off of that Superman movie. They have yet to profit off of that movie. And I don't care what anyone says. Any chill, don't let them lie to you. That movie wasn't profitable. Just like Thunderbolts wasn't profitable. Just like, I mean, none of these. There's no profit being had in superhero movies. Last profitable movie was probably maybe one of the Thors. Not Love and Thunder. I don't think. I think it was Ragnarok. Yeah, even with inflation, it's not doing better than Man of Steel. And I know a lot of people had issues with Man of Steel, and that's fine. But this shit is doing worse. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, it's a way. I don't know. Are you just going to reboot it again? Are you going to ever take that much-needed fucking break? Are you ever going to just say, you know what? Instead of losing money, let's not lose money and just give this shit time to breathe. Come back in 5 years stronger with a better plan. Because we keep rushing into losing money, but we're taking L's. Cersei's main goal was to kill the evil princess. Want to destroy the Justice League. Take over the world, I see. I'm getting tired of getting whooped on. This is probably my last match. This is not fun anymore. Fuck you. What a cheap win. They better not butcher him. I may have missed something. Talking about Wook's link. I don't know if I saw the link. Must have missed it. Got him. Can I get down with a win? No. Maybe. Uh-oh. Nah. That's that. I'm not getting a chance to play. Cutscene. Yep. It's over. What link? I must have missed the link. Oh, fuck superhero movies. Yeah, we'll check this link out. I'm getting whooped on. Nah. I don't know what it is about. I try to switch characters and thinking, okay, maybe it's time to switch characters in the Tekken season. I have not gotten the hang of Jack yet. But let's see what Wookie tossed out to the people. What is this? Hold on a second. Can I pause this? All right, let's check out this trailer. Hopefully, we won't get too much. Okay, let's see what this is.
Look who's here!
I guess I'm next. I should never have come here.
That actually looks like an interesting premise. So one of the most emotive actors, regardless of species. A horror movie told through the premise of a dog. It's basically Courage the Cowardly, a live action Courage the Cowardly Dog type shit. So shout out to, it's IFC, so I think that's the Independent Film Channel. So that seemed interesting. Yeah, and that's the thing. What is it when a sentence like that is not even something I don't think people bat an eye at that anymore. You couldn't have said that in the 90s. People thought it was a joke. Oh, the dog's a better actor than Robert De Niro. And that dog is a better actor than 90% actor. He's better than Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey and all the Jenna Ortega and all the other losers we talked about. Everyone basically says courage, but live action. Yes, that seems like that's the premise. That goes to show you, good artists borrow, great artists steal. If you're looking, if sometimes the answer is to take something that's been done in another medium, brush it up, come up with your own thing, and because that's what it reminds me of is Courage the Cowardly Dog. And they say, what if we did a live action Courage the Cowardly Dog, but just maybe lower his supernatural stuff, because he could do all sorts of crazy shit. You could whip up guns and be smashed and all that shit. So let's just have a regular dog who's just reacting to the creature shit in the night and maybe give it a story. Shout out to the independents. It's very, very important that we have the answers to flip it in an interesting way. You got to flip it. You still got to flip it. But there's nothing wrong. Don't let them tell you something wrong with sampling something. Rather, you sampling on musically, a movie, a writing thing. Nothing wrong with taking something and making it your own. Don't let them ever tell you. But no, we were just talking about Jenna. What stupid shit didn't she do? You seen what she did to her fucking face? and she looked like a corpse come to life. And then she fucked up. Was that Snow White shit? Back was it 2 years ago, a year ago. So it's nothing new. Oh, you ain't see her new face? Oh yeah, she looking fucked up nowadays. Forbidden Room. I thought you may have seen it. I don't know if it's the past month or so I've seen on the internet. See if I can find this goofy bitch face. Yeah, she look weird. Yeah, this is what this. Look at this bitch. Look at this bitch. Is that the same woman or creature? I don't think that's the same person. But look at this motherfucker. I mean, maybe it is. Because there's some more human pictures that look similar. But yeah, she didn't fuck her face up. That's her business. That's what she want to look. Yeah, I thought you followed politics. She was a little political hot. I haven't seen her, but Ariana Grande was too skinny. Yeah, didn't she almost die, Ariana Grande, for being too skinny? Or did I make that up? Because when she passed out a couple of times because of how little weight she had or dehydration or some shit. Ariana Grande. And I may have that wrong, but I feel like I'm not that far off, that she did have like some dehydration or food related or something, little incident. Gaston is a good guy. Now what? Beauty and the Beast. Gaston was always right. Hashtag. Hey, Real Wade. He was always right. But yeah, she'd have made herself look real creepy. Real creepy. I gotta get this off my screen. This is how people have nightmares and shit. Shout out to Gaston. Fuck that beast. So weird bitch with a fucking fetish. Trying to fuck beasts and animals and shit. That's weird as fuck. Fuck her. But that's a nice brown face. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Haven't heard Ortega's name since the Wednesday show. Sorry, can't type. No worries. We're getting out of here. I'm starting to get tired. We got to the 2-hour mark. The beast was literally a monster that kidnapped people. That's fucking nuts. Top 3 NFL games. You know what? I hate to say it, but Lions, Packers. I am actually interested in the Rams, Texans too. Not to go with Homer stuff. Because of fantasy, I have an interest in the Battle of Ohio, the Browns and Browns and Bengals. There's a few other things because of fantasy. But honestly, those two maybe just home interest. I kind of also want to see what the Patriots are going to do. Kind of want to see what the Colts Dolphins. So there's a few teams I want to see. Ravens, Bills, yeah, that's going to be a big one. Chargers, Chiefs is going to be a big one. Bring back the Maury Show with Travis Hunter Kid is born. Yeah, I don't know. Victoria Justice loophole looking like a blessing after seeing that. I don't know what's going on with that woman. Because allegedly Travis Hunter's wife is already pregnant. Maybe it's his, maybe it's not. We don't know. Apparently, the state of South Carolina, if you're married, doesn't matter if the kid is biologically yours. So, but they live in Florida. I don't know what the laws are there. Should go great with the new cheerleaders. Can't load YouTube on your laptop. All right, well, let's get out of here. I'll try to get another stream before I get back to work on Tuesday or Wednesday. So we'll see. Football is fucking gay. That's what they said. Man, there's nothing to watch, man. I need something to turn on. And football is all we really got. There's no other. All the sports have gone to shit. My Tigers have totally thrown up on themselves when it comes to baseball. In South Carolina, it doesn't matter if the kid's biologically yours. If you're married, it's yours. Panthers, cheerleaders got quit because he got one up by 2 gays. Oh yeah, they got gay cheerleaders and everything else. But there's nothing on. There's nothing on. That is by design. There's nothing on TV. There's nothing on YouTube. There's nothing on the internet. There's just nothing new. And so it's like, oh, I guess I'll watch the NFL. I mean, I'm a little excited because of the fantasy. I'm excited because I'm a fucking degenerate and I'm gambling on it. And I keep seeing commercials. Oh, you can gamble in Texas now. There's certain ways because it's like a loophole, so you can kind of gamble. So you want to gamble? Want to bet money on these games? There's a loophole now. You can give us money to. So I mean, and that's what's really keeping sports alive. If it wasn't for degenerate gambling, sports have been died. Gamble, y'all. If I cover the parlay, maybe. Economic crash delayed by months, but is it back? I mean, listen, I consider this to be a recession since the pandemic. I think we've been in a recession. Rather the powers that be want to call it that, that's their business. But yeah, the economic crash. Now, a recession and a depression is a whole different thing. And we haven't entered the depression yet, where nobody has a job and it's just fucking super chaos. But we have entered the recession. At least that's my opinion. And I'm not an economics expert. I'm not saying these by like the strictest of definitions. But 1-800-GAMBLING-VIG. Listen, I just started gambling. I'm not going to Michael Jordan myself. I'm not going to get anybody killed. I'm not going to gamble the life away of my loved ones. I'm not going to do any more gambling in this fantasy football. Got 2 leagues, 2 teams. That's enough. You probably can bet on that. I mean, you could bet on what color dildo is going to be tossed at the WNBA game. So you probably can bet on that. So more diversity will totally fix that. Jeez. Land of the free, this is pursuing their happiness. Yeah, the land of the free, home of the brave is dead. No longer exists. No, Zeus is okay. Zeus is right next to me. He's not going to get gambled away. All right, I got to get out of here. You guys are saying mean things. I'm not going to gamble Zeus away. 1-800, we got your money. No. Zeus came here. Zeus, you're not going to get gambled away. Don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. All right, in any event, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I have to stream a little bit more because we got to stream more. So if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, don't sell your dog. Just let him be gay. No. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.